Hey YouTubers, X Factor here with some Bazaar Rush 64-man Zerg style. And I made a mistake. I did not get in the server on time and I missed the breakout. And I need to downshift just a little bit. There's one untimely death and there's another one. I spawn back in, gonna get shot in the face again because I don't have a feel for this round yet. Obviously these guys are pushed up. One of the things we're going to be talking about is the LVG actually works at this very junction, these two MCOMs, but more importantly, recognizing when you're not playing right or playing smart and downshift and slow your tempo a lot or just a tad depending on what the situation calls for. Whenever you're playing Bazaar Rush and you're behind the 8-ball, it's important to push evenly. Right now, if you're looking at the mini-map, there's a bunch of dead guys in that left street lane. That's not good. Some of my favorite moments are hopping and skipping as the assaulters through that corner and back raging everybody that's standing right where I'm at. The other problem is if you don't hold this spot, they can do the same thing and back rage the entire street and left alley. So this is one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't. You got to keep an eye on things type of situations. This first two set of NCOMs is imperative because really, there's two major lanes. Left lane, right lane, and they are both nade heaven, especially if they're entrenched in B. And that is where the LVG really comes in handy. It's highly situational, but it can net you some doubles and triples and clear the spam. Because here's the philosophy about Bazaar Rush. If you hold down this right lane, this is one path for them to get to that B MCOM. And if you hold the street, that's the other path for them to get to both A and B. And you rely on your team to weed them out, you'll eventually get through. But how do you weed them out? Obviously, it's going to be some spam and whatnot. So I switch gears. I'm pulling over to the left lane because it completely collapsed. That's not good, and it's imperative for us to get a MCOM. We really need to have this lane. Now, this truck can be a dangerous spot. I don't want to be there long, but this is kind of the spot I really want. This little concrete barrier, because there's a head glitch I can play there, but obviously three guys is more than I anticipated. And look around that corner. There's more guys there, which is kind of the motherland to where we want to get to for our next push. So this side street is a slower push. It's a tough push because all the rubble that can be dropped in your head, the mortar spam, the nade spam, and obviously all this is magnified because this is a 64-man Zerg style server. When I play this in 12v12 console style, it's much more tactical, slower, and your screen isn't shaking, suppressed, or blurred 24/7. That's what's kind of nuts and tough about the 64-man small chokehold servers. You know, Sane Crossing, that first set of NCOMs, that's brutal. This first set of MCOMs is brutal. And then the map kind of opens up. So we're still downshifted. We're still playing a little bit slower. And here I'm putting into that philosophy, don't let them cross the road. Don't let the chicken get to the other side. I'm relying on my teammates to my left to really weed out what's left there. And they'll be able to do that through attrition, as long as we don't let 3, 4, 5 guys every couple seconds get through. Every medic that gets through is a revive. Every engineer that gets through, or support players, potentially more spam. Maybe they kit swap. Maybe they're a true PTFO player, kit swap, grab a paddle, revive people. Now you got more. And remember, one of my favorite savings, where there's one, there can be 4, because that's spawn bomb. The bus is a great spot to play, but you got to be wary of the nade spam from rubble pile that's in front of me to my right, kind of looking at right now. They can hit you from there with a money shot. If I had an RPG or 320, I'd try to hit above that rubble pile. Once we completely get the A set and I'm over there. See that rubble still intact up there? That can net you a nice little multi-kill, but it's kind of important when to use that. Do you want to use that first thing out of a match? No, you want to wait till they're piled up and it's going to have its biggest effect because there might be only 2 or 3 rubbles that you can drop there. That's it. It's not a spot that you can spam up. So when you're getting hunkered down on A, kind of like we are, now is the time, because that might clear out 5 or 6 guys or push guys back as you can nade spam and then allow your team to push into B. Things aren't looking good here. We're down to 72 tickets, and I know that seems like a lot, but it's really not on these 64-man Zerg-style servers because there's so much killing from random spam and mortars. There are doubles and triples all over the place for the enemy team. And here I am rubbling or trying to nade that rubble pile. That's the money shot right there. If you can keep heads off that, That's allowing your team to push up. Even if I don't get a kill, if it sits on the top of that rubble pile and they see it, they're probably going to fall back. Who wants to eat a nade? Especially if you don't have salt and pepper, right? We aren't getting anywhere. Time for drastic measures. I grab an LVG, and this little nook and cranny can really house people. You really got to be careful of that, because that is a nasty cross angle, and so many people don't check it before they go into B. I'm in a hot spot. That rubble pile's still got a lot of baddies on it, and you can obviously see the screen shake and the constant suppression. It really makes it hard to shoot. Whenever you're suppressed, it doubles and triples your recoil and adds more sweet bullet deviation. So, let's see if we can weed some stuff out. Obviously, I'm getting mortared. And, nope. Not going to work. Got to grab the LVG and grab it right now. This is an effective tactic. I do like this LVG for these situations, such as Sane Crossing and this. It's a very situational weapon. And if you're into the Metro spam, there's a couple bounce shots you can make if you play an explosive server at side stairs or in the latter part of Metro, bounce it off the back walls. I've seen that work too. And I'm going to try to bounce this off the wall. It's not going to rubble drop, but I'm trying to do a little bounce shot. And I say, well, we only got 7 tickets left. Why waste time? So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We don't quite make it, and hopefully you realize when you need to downshift, slow down, or speed it up like I'm doing now. It's now or never, and it's definitely not going to happen this time around. As always, YouTubers, thanks for watching. If you enjoy yourself or learned something today, don't forget about the old thumbs up. See you soon.